How are you? Sunday.
Auntie, welcome.
How are you?
Welcome, man.
Who is this? So you cannot greet me. You don't know how to greet somebody. An old woman like me, you see me, you cannot greet me. Who are you? Don't talk to me like that. Am I your mate?
Yes.
I said, who are you?
Yes.
That you see me, you cannot greet me.
Yes.
I can deal with you now, so that you know that this is my nephew's house.
Thank you, ma'am.
Who are you? I said, who are you? Who are you in this house? Do you know me? Who are you? I said, who are you? You don't know who I am. Why do you behave like that? You see me in my nephew's house.
I'm telling your mother that your mother is...
Get down your leg. Number one, who is this? Who are you in this house?
That is sure.
I said, who are you that you cannot greet me? Are you mad?
I just came in and started ranting and you expect me to greet you.
Stop that nonsense. Stop that nonsense, my friend.
You don't know who I am. Why do you behave like that? You see me in my nephew's house.
I'm telling your mother that your mother is...
Get down your leg. Look at this nonsense. What kind of nonsense is this? Is that the way you want to use my nephew? Don't you know that I don't see what is going on? Oh, who are you? Who are you? I said, who are you in this house?
Mother, please
keep quiet. Keep quiet.
Now your voice is down in the dance and making yourself how?
Quiet. Who are you? Who are you in this house? Do you know me? Who are you?
Let's slow it down, let's talk it through. Intentions clear, what's real, what's true. No fairy tales, no empty claims. Love is effort, not just names. Ask the questions people skip. Commitment shows in follow through, not lips. If it's worth it, it survives the miles. Distance tests, but love decides.
Hello guys, happy Sunday and welcome back. How are you doing today? You know, when it comes to relationships, loyalty rank really high in my book. It doesn't matter the kind of relationship I am in. I expect the other party involved to be loyal because I breed loyalty. So my question to you is, what are your expectations around your significant other reaction when it comes to you being accused, violated by anyone? What do you expect them? How do you expect them to react? And in the other hand, how would you feel if a gift was taken away from you by the gifter? How would you feel if someone else's opinion mattered the most in your house, in your relationship? That is what our letter for the day gonna be about. But again, before we read it to you, we are gonna review what happened this week under the spotlight. So welcome back, guys. My name is Michelle D. I am gonna be your host today, and I am excited that you're here. So, and my co-hosts are in the studio already. I see that CB is on the screen. Hi, CB. Happy Sunday and welcome back.
Hi, ma'am. Happy
Hello.
Sunday. Happy Sunday and happy Mother's Day to you and every amazing mother out there. Good
Thank you
evening,
so much.
everybody.
So
Giving
it's
you your flowers. You
Mother's
guys are
Day.
amazing.
Thank you so much, my darling. So it is Mother's Day where in Africa, is it the same in Europe? Because in America, we usually celebrate that around around May 8 or 10, somewhere around there. Like the
Ma,
first
to
Sunday
be
of May.
okay, go ahead.
No, I'm listening. Hello?
Hello, I can hear you. You were saying
Yeah,
something.
no, I was was just saying that here we celebrate that, I believe, the first Sunday of May. So, which is why I wasn't
You're
aware. But
breaking up.
thank you so much. Am I breaking up?
I can hear you now. I don't know why you were breaking up before.
Guys in the comment section, welcome back. I am so excited that you are here today. Let me know in the comment section if my sound is good. And please, if there's anyone here that knows their way around production and podcast, I would love for someone to recommend a good mic to me, because I cannot tell you how much money I have spent trying to get good microphones, but every time I always end up being disappointed. So if anyone can drop a tip in a comment, please let me know. Or if you're a friend with me on Facebook and that you can send me some recommendations, I'll be happy to look into it. So yeah. Guys, I mean, we're here now. I see someone else is in the studio. Hi, Luke. Okay, Luke, we cannot hear you, but welcome. Okay. So, Stevie, we are going to start by reviewing what happened under the spotlight this week, and we have quite a few today. We started with that video of
Good evening,
mother-in-law.
ma'am.
Oh, good evening. How are you?
I'm fine, ma'am. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday to you.
Yeah. Good evening, CB. So, how are you
Okay,
doing, ma'am?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm here. I'm wonderful. God is good. How are you? You doing well?
Yeah, yeah. Thank God. Thank God.
Okay. All right, guys. Thank you, Juliet. Juliet just said in the comment that she can hear me. I don't know why is we are not having a lot of people tuning in, guys, in the comment section. Would you please would you please share, share on your status, like Facebook story, WhatsApp status, just to kind of like alert more people to tune in, okay? Uh we lost Luke, but CB, like I was saying, this week we have quite a few things that happen under the spotlight, and I want us to kind of brush through it really quick. We are going to start with the video that I introduced the show with. That aunt-in-law that came in the house and started just like, you can tell that she came on a mission, right? She was on a mission when she got into that house, and she's like, "You can't greet me," and stuff like that. And the husband is not even budging. It's just sitting there and be like, "Yes, yes. Is that how you will treat your mother? You wouldn't greet her?" And some people, I mean, this video has been trending this week, and some people were like, "Oh, it's just a script," and some other people are like, "No, it's real." But either way, I have heard this kind of stories. I even know someone personally that
Hmm.
has gone through this. Like her sister-in-law came in the house and
Hmm.
just started, you know, beating her up and stuff like that. So these things happen, right? Now, have you seen this video, CB?
Yes, ma'am. I've seen the video. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Hello?
Yes,
Your screen is frozen. I don't know. Can you hear me, ma?
my screen is frozen. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, you're actually moving now. Okay. Yes, I saw the video, but some people are actually saying that it's a skit, that it's
Yes.
not real. But we do know that things like this happen in real life, though. We know.
Mm-hmm.
We know things like this happen in real life, but someone is saying it's a skit. I read some comments where some people were like, "Oh, this is not real. It's a skit," and all of that. So yeah. Mm.
So, like I was saying, things like this do happen. You
Yes,
know,
it does.
I've noticed in my personal life, I've seen something like this happening. And you can tell that this, how many people, how many men, because I believe this is the foundation of such an issue, run to their families to complain of things not working in their house, in their marriage. I believe this is the foundation. This is the root of this kind of issue. Yes, I think this man has have some issues personally, but I also think that this kind of disrespect settle in when we start taking our problems to our families, because family don't forget, right? Families don't forget. Maybe you get offended by your wife and you go tell your aunt, you go tell your mom, and then sometimes you even pass the issue, but your family will not. They will still remember that. And this is how they will come in your house and start showing this kind of disrespect. So what I'm gonna ask you, CB, have you, like in your personal life, have you encountered such a situation?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I haven't had any situation where the mother-in-law has to come and beat up her daughter-in-law in the name of "you didn't greet me." I feel like if something like this is going on, it's not just about that day. There's a there's this resentment that's been there, and then this, what they call it, bad blood between mother-in-law and daughter-in-law. So it's not just that day, the whole thing. So, it all begins when the mother-in-law doesn't like you. The first day the man introduces you to the family, and the mother-in-law is like, I don't like this one. The kind of energy that she gives you will make you know if you're welcome to that family or not. And the truth is, um, no matter who you are, not everybody in that family you are getting married into will love you. That's true. But then the most important people are your mother-in-law, your father-in-law, your sister-in-laws, your brother-in-law. I think pretty much if these people have your back, you are good. But in this case, the man was sitting down doing nothing. Like, he literally watched his, although they said she's an aunt, not really the mother-in-law, but we can still call her mother-in-law because, I mean, your aunt is kind of like your mother-in-law, right? So in
Mm,
this case, if as a man, if you can sit down, and I'm not going to apologize for the next thing I'm going to say, if you can sit down and watch your family members bully, hit, or harm your wife, or even abuse her, say nasty words to her, you're not a man, and you don't have balls. You just have the male
before
organ.
we
You don't have
continue,
balls.
CB, I mean,
Literally and metaphorically. Yes. Because why did you get married to somebody's daughter and you think it's okay for your family members to come and maltreat her? You do realize that that's somebody's daughter, right? Yes. And again, let me tell you something. If you are a man and any member of your family is comfortable insulting your wife or humiliating your wife, it doesn't matter what it is she has done. Hope you know they are also humiliating you. Hope you know that's a slap to your face and they're telling you, oh man, you don't have sense. Look at the kind of woman you got married to. You see? So when we say protect, that's what we are talking about. No, no family member of yours has the right to hit
mm,
your wife. Oh my God. I repeat, no family member has the right to hit your wife. Because this whole thing of you didn't see me, you didn't greet me, do you think that she just wants to not greet you? There is more to the story. Like the ones that actually happen for real. You will see a mother-in-law and a sister-in-law. And in most cases, that sister-in-law, she's not even married though. Most, no offense to single ladies. I'm a single lady too. But most of them are bitter. When they see their brother's wife, it's like, let's frustrate her life. Come
mm,
on. You know, and let me say this quickly. I don't care who you are, ma, sir. Once your brother or son is married, you don't have any rights in their house. You are a guest. That house belongs to his wife. What she says stands. What she decrees is law. Her word is literally law. If you understand that as a man, if you can make up your mind and say, look, if you disrespect my wife, you have disrespected me. Even if they don't like her, they are not going to disrespect her. because they know you are not going to tolerate it. So when you see in-laws disrespecting a sister-in-law or a wife, let me put it wifey, just know that the man is a weakling. Sorry, you're not a man, you're even a boy. Because a real man will not watch his family disrespect his wife. Why are you there? You are watching. The most annoying part is these men will not expect the woman to still love and respect him. After being humiliated in that manner, you still expect her to love and respect you. How? Make it make sense. Does it make any sense? If you're not ready to protect somebody's daughter, don't get married to her. And there are some women that truly will not tolerate it. In fact, that lady, she has a she has a she has patience. So me, I'm going to defend myself. Though it will not be a case of I'm disrespecting an elder. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. You cannot come to my house and come and hit me. If you have a problem with me, talk to my husband. Let my husband talk to me. Don't come at me, because the truth is, even if my husband decides to forgive me, let's say, for example, I did something wrong, his family members, my in-laws, will not forgive me, because they'll
Which
be
is
like, it
which is
yes, it will be
just
stuck in their
keep
head that she did
history
this.
in your house.
This is
Yeah.
what she did. Yes. And please, dear in-laws, respect yourself. Especially sister-in-laws. You single sister-in-laws, most of you in Africa, most of them are bitter. I don't know if it's frustration that they are not married or something. You just feel like my brother's wife. Okay. And since my brother got married to you, he has stopped sending us money. His wife is now his priority. If he was sending you 100K monthly, it can reduce to 20K and go and look for work. Your brother should not. Don't come and start blaming his wife. She's his priority. You go and look for a job, or you to look for a man that will be giving you money. Because some of them will be like, my brother has changed. He should not change, because he got after getting married to his wife, he now has fresh responsibilities. He should not change. He should keep bankrolling you guys because he has money. Look, if he has money all over the place, that's cool. If he's giving and he's not affecting his family, he's doing everything he's supposed to do, like providing for his wife, that's beautiful. But if giving you 1 million is going to stop me from opening my hair salon, for example, there will be problem, because it's me first. And you see these sister-in-laws, when they get married, they would not want their own sister-in-law to come and inconvenience them in their own houses. So, but they are
Of
very, very okay. Yes. Hi, Mr. Emmanuel, welcome to the show. But they are very, very okay.
Emmanuel.
Yes, they are very,
Emmanuel,
very.
I don't think Emmanuel want to come in the studio. I don't know
Man,
what
can
you're
I
doing.
continue? Can you hear
No, you
me?
can. Yeah, you can continue. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so this type of sister-in-laws will not tolerate the things that they are actually doing to you. That's just the truth. And I don't know. I don't know where the frustration is coming from. They are
I
always bitter.
think it's also CB. I think it's also a lot of ignorance, not just from the part of the in-laws, but also the husband who will not protect, because a man is supposed to protect, provide, and what? There's another P. My friend JJ
Yes,
Lima, he wrote an
exactly.
amazing book on that.
And
He's supposed to protect and provide, and but a lot of men have not understood these things. Maybe we have to get back to the place where we do marriage or counseling classes before people get into marriage, because people get there and still continue to be their
yeah,
mama's
some
baby.
churches do.
Yeah,
I'm very aware of Catholic. They do that. They have
it's
marriage
very
classes.
important. And it's crucial to have someone that you both respect, you both can, that can really like sit you both down and talk to you and influence your life, because like it's like mentorship, right?
Yes, yes. Someone
Every
you can respect.
Yeah,
Yes,
in every business
exactly.
that you want to be successful at, you want to have a mentor. You want to have someone that keeps you accountable, right? And the same thing with marriage. You can't just get in there and know it all. No, like someone said, like very humorously, he said that marriage is the only marriage is the only school that you get the certificate before you get to take the classes. You know, so you get into that marriage, they give you that certificate like pass, but now you take classes. Who is giving you those classes? You don't expect yourself to get in there and know it all. It's impossible. You're setting yourself up for failure. So it's important to have someone that you listen to, that will keep you accountable, that you get you back in order if you were ever to drift away. Luke here is here. Luke, do you have anything to say on that? We have quite few some few things to review are in our love and life under the spotlight. Before we get into the next one, Luke, do you want to add anything?
Actually, I didn't hear what you guys were saying, what you were discussing about.
Yeah, we are talking about a video, that training video online. Some people say that is a skit, but I mean, everyone can kind of relate to that. Like you've seen it at least once in your life. So this is an
Auntie, welcome.
How are you?
yeah, this is an in-law that barged into the house and start like get physical with the woman of the house, like that she didn't greet her. And you can tell that she came for the purpose of doing this. Maybe the husband went and complained to her about what his wife was doing, and she came to teach her a lesson. And now we are talking about how do we set those boundaries with families. Have you yourself encountered such a situation? Like I said earlier, I've seen this before. I've seen this. I've seen families come and just get physical with the wife because maybe she was misbehaving or stuff like that. I don't know if you have a case that you have encountered in this regard, or do you have anything that you want to add or say?
Okay, I'm coming, I'm coming. There's noise here, I'm coming.
Okay. Hi, Mercy Kendra. How are you doing? Emmanuel, how are you, my brother? It's been a while. Like I said, if anyone wants to add something, if you want to hop in, there's the link in the comment. We can put that link there or just let us know, okay?
Okay, okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, in-law barging to the house, insulting the wife because she didn't greet him. I didn't really see that video, so I'm just going to try to give my comments from what you just said now. You see,
Yeah.
you see, first of all, I don't really know when the not greeting in quotes happened. So I don't know if it happened immediately the woman entered the house or the in-law entered the house, the lady didn't greet her. So I'm going to start with that. You see, it's very important that respect our elders. So greeting is very, very important. You see, your in-law, they are your in-laws, so you greet them. That's my first point. And secondly, there's going to be boundaries. There's going to be boundaries between as a man when you get married you need to set boundaries. Even as a woman when you get married you need to set boundaries. Not always the man setting boundaries. Even the woman too can set boundaries between her own family. The man too set boundaries between his family too, so that they can have that right to come into their home like that. Like that is their home. And you as an in-law barging in, that shows that the man of the house or the woman of the house has given you permission to do that. And it's very, very bad. It's very, very bad. I don't condone that. You can't do that. Even we even me as a child living with my parents, I don't think I've seen my father's relations do that in my house. It's not done. It's not done. I don't think that is okay. Even it happened one day when we were living with my parents when we were young. My father's relation came in. They were just shouting at us. It was my elder sister that shouted back at her. Something happened, and my dad reported us to my to his relations, and they came in shouting at us. It was my elder sister that returned the shout in anger, and the guy was like surprised. Who gave you that audacity? We were young, but when I was growing up, I began to see that strength from my sister, and I respect her for that. And the man was just like astonished. He was dumbfounded at that instance. What gave her the audacity? Since that day, the man didn't come again to our house. The man didn't come again to our house. When my dad came, my dad was trying to shout, but I told her, no, 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 it's not. Uh, my sister was okay. How can someone just enter our house and start shouting like that? This is your house. This is your house. It's not done. And since that time, that man that shouted at my sister, that man he has not even come to our house again. Whenever we go to the village, when the man sees us, we just smile like that, stuff like that. We just greet him, smile like that. But I think that set the boundaries. He knows his place. So I think as a man, as a woman, there need to be boundaries between you and your family, or between you and our family. You need to set that boundaries. That's what me, man.
All right. Thank you so much. Now let's get to the next thing. Sibi, I want you to tell me about this because I didn't really have time to research. So what's up with this, Sibi? What is happening in what's that country? In Rwanda. What is
This
happening? What happened?
polygamy is polygamy is illegal in Rwanda. No man is allowed to marry more than one wife. I mean, I feel like I mean, Jesus is Lord. This is amazing. Maybe
Can I
they
mention
can
that?
call. Okay, look, go ahead. The floor is yours.
No, sorry to cut you short. But you see, I saw that story and I did some research about that Rwanda stuff. You see, polygamy is polygamy is illegal there, but I think it's illegal in the law, but traditionally it's not illegal. As in, a man can still marry more than one wife in Rwanda. If you do your research very well, you see it. But in the court, legally, officially, they know you have one wife, but you can still have other wives that you have that people don't know about. I think it's illegal officially. If you know what I'm talking about, officially, people know that you have one wife, you are married to one woman. But traditionally, outside your house, you can still have other wives. Just do your research and see to it.
Okay, so Luke is telling us that so you can still have many wives in Rwanda, but it's only one that you can marry legally. Is that correct? Look.
Yes, yes, that's true. That's true. In Nigeria, for example,
Yeah.
in Nigeria, for example, it's just like a president or a governor having many wives. And when they want to give their first lady, they give it to the one they love. But they know they have other wives. People know they have other wives, but that is officially that's the one they know that is his wife officially. That's also what's happening in Rwanda. I think
Mm,
officially they have one wife, but a man can still have other wives. Though those ones are not recognized by law. That's my point.
okay, I want to share something with you guys. Sibi, is that correct? And
Coach
before you go,
Michelle,
Hunter, before
what?
you go to that, guys in the comment section, please continue to like, guys. I don't see hearts going because I can see that here on my computer, and also please share. I see that Ted is here. Ted, thank you for being here. Ted is new to this channel. Please share. Thank you. Go ahead, CB.
Okay, Ma, can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I, I think the whole polygamy being illegal in Rwanda. Look, is that's your opinion, but I feel like they are not encouraging polygamy. It's like one man, one woman. I mean, to have a sane society. Because let me tell you, No matter how you guys try to make polygamy look okay, it will never be okay, because even among siblings there can be competition. So how much more step siblings, where, okay, your dad, our dad loves your mom more than our own mom, or our mom is the favorite. There's always that competition. There's always envy. There's always hatred. No polygamous home is peaceful, please. Forget social media. Forget how much you're trying to hype it. Even back in the day, we had wicked stepmothers. I mean, okay, this one is fiction. Cinderella is not real, but at least we can see. So there's always one thing that will make polygamy not, how do I put this now? It's not something that anybody should desire or wish, because I feel like spiritually and physically you are fighting a lot. Emotionally, some children might even end up being traumatized, and some children don't even do well when they know they are not the favorite. You see, that's how you guys indirectly create psychopaths. Yes, like it or not, polygamy does this all the time. It's never a good idea. I don't care if money is involved. One man, one woman, that is equals to a sane society. So I think that's what they're trying to preach, even though we know that everybody in Rwanda cannot, every man in Rwanda might not obey that law. But I think that's what they're trying to do, and I like it. Please, one man, one woman, no side chicks, no second
Okay,
wives, please.
okay. You see, I'm not saying polygamy is okay. You are not getting me wrong. I'm not in support of polygamy. You see, what I'm trying to say is that if you have the money, if you have the mental capacity to go for it, why not go for it? That's it. I'm not saying it's okay. Me, I don't like polygamy, but I won't just cut it off like that. If you have the money to go for it, go for it. I don't see anywhere in the Bible where God say polygamy is bad. I don't see it.
Look,
So
look. If
no,
polygamy was the original, let me replace Mr. Leaves today. If
okay.
polygamy was the original plan, God should have created one Adam, 10 Eve. But he created one man, one woman, which means one woman is enough for one man, or else he
Do you
lacks
see?
discipline and self-control.
Guys, can
Do
I
you
say
see?
something? Please? Can I
Do
say
you see
something?
anywhere? Did you see anywhere in the Bible where God said where God said polygamy is bad? Do you
No,
see
I
it?
didn't.
Even
I
in
did
a,
not.
even in a even in a nuclear family, sef, there's still competition. Even in a nuclear family, even one man, one wife, they can still produce bad children. Even one man, one wife, they can still produce bad children. Polygamous can still produce bad children. So what's the hiccup here? What's the argument here? I don't see anything here.
Okay, can I say something, guys? Can you guys hear me?
You can go
Yes,
on,
we
you can
can
go on,
hear
man. Go
you.
on.
We are
Yeah,
waiting for
yeah,
you to talk.
yeah. I mean, what I'm gonna say is that yes, God created Adam, God created Eve. uh at that time there was only one man, there was only one woman. I don't know if anyone has taken the time to look at the world population, right, and see like how many females are on earth today and how many males, and see if the math can balance, like if
It's not
one man.
accurate.
It's What do you mean?
I mean, whatever it is, whatever the census is, whatever figures they come up with is not accurate. It will never be accurate. Never.
Yeah,
Because
so
every day
mhm.
people are actually living this world, and we are having people giving birth to kids. So it will never be accurate. Sorry.
So what? But it's been proven, that it's been seen. I don't know. Like, don't cut me on this. I don't have the latest statistic, but I'm pretty sure if someone would like type on ChatGPT could give you an estimate, like really quick. There are more women on earth than men. Meaning that if every man will become responsible and decide that I'm gonna marry one woman, there will be a lot of unmarried women, and which is why I
Hmm.
believe. hold on, please. Let me finish now. Which is why I believe that in our tribes back in the days, I believe that this is why one of the reason why in the tribes, the kings or the men of that tribes will like marry one, two, three maidens because there was not enough men to marry all of them. And we have also seen with war, there was a time where men would go to war, World War I, two, and the male population will dramatically decrease. So pardon my French brain. So will decrease, and then we'll end up with a society where that there are more women. Even in the Bible, read the Bible. There was a time, I believe, the tribe of Dan, no, or the tribe of Jacob. They went to war, and a lot of male were like killed during war. And
Tribe of Benjamin.
thank you so much. That was Benjamin. Like a lot of men were killed, and they had to like all the whole other tribes, the 11 other tribes had to like come together and find a solution to the women that were left in that tribe. They were like, oh, we need to find a way to like marry them, and so that that tribe doesn't disappear. So this is not, it doesn't date from today. My only thing when it comes to polygamy is that you have to be able to afford the means of your politic. As a man, don't be broke and tell me that the little one that you have, you're going to share between me and the other person. I get really angry at that. I'm like, what in the world? I can go fend for myself and I don't need you coming with your peanuts and sharing that, right? If you don't have enough, be mindful of that and use your resources right. In my family, I have someone very close to me. I've spoken about that story here several times. The man is having babies out there. I'm telling you, the lady, she's related to me. This is a person that I will support. This is a person that I will help under different circumstances. But since the time that this guy started having those babies out there, I don't feel comfortable. The woman is related to me. I don't feel comfortable helping her anymore because I'm like, I don't want to waste my resources. I would rather give it to a stranger. Because this guy, if he didn't have enough, he would have focused on his family. But the reason why he decided to go and create a second family is because he can afford it. Because if he couldn't, he wouldn't, then he had no business doing it in the first place. Now, the woman in this situation that is being cheated on, that is related to me, that I would have helped or under other circumstances. If she called me and said today, oh, my child need this, in the past, I would have been moved to help. But now, I don't want to. I'm like, no, he should be able to take care of his child. I mean, he's having other babies out there. That means he should be able to afford it. This is my only problem when it comes to polygamy. You don't have enough, but you want to play like big boys. No, don't do it. And now you want people to come and tip in and help you take care of your family. No, I won't do it. That person won't be me. So I shared a picture here and then I took it. Let me put that back on the screen. This lady, she's a Cameroonian influencer at the stage. Her name is Noelle Kemwe. I didn't even like we were talking about this and then I thought of her because she got married this past week and it's been trending in the Cameroonian community. She has over 1 million followers on Facebook. She had 4 kids by 3 different dads. I would have found her video where she was dancing. There's a video of her dancing on Facebook and be like, people be saying that if you have 4 babies by three babies, daddy, you will never get married again. You all come and talk again. Like she's like just charming and just like dancing and just mocking people who have mocked her all these years. She's like, look at me. I have 4 babies, 3 babies, daddy, and I'm getting married. And the man I'm marrying is not the father of any of my 4 babies. Just to, give hope to some ladies out there if you thought that your case was hopeless. Yeah. But now I came to find out that the man that she's marrying resides in the United States. She is in Europe. She's like in Belgium or France, somewhere there. This man allegedly has another wife here in the United States. So they went home and they got married because in Cameroon, polygamy is legal. So I was discussing this with one of my Cameroonian friend who lives like here in the community, and I was like, well, to be honest, it's not doing anything illegal. In the United States, you cannot do this. It's going against the law. In Europe, you cannot do this. It's going against the law. But guess what? They went to Cameroon to get married. It's legal there. So technically, you can do it, you know. I mean, I don't know what your thoughts are on this, Sibi, but this is just also to say that the reason why I wouldn't judge polygamy very harshly is because I feel for unmarried women or the extra population that will remain unmarried if every man will only take one wife. But again, if you can you have to be able to afford it. So yeah, let's take some comments. Chinko said that now women they suffer. Sivi, let's get some comments before we continue. Oh my gosh. Is Sibi here? Sibi, are you here? Oh my god, we lost Sibi. Let's see. Oh, Miss Elise has been here the whole time. Hi, Miss Elise.
Good morning. How you guys doing?
Well, we're here. We are trying to tackle all these topics. So we were just talking about we had this in a
I don't know, for
basket.
some reason your volume is very low.
Are you serious? Oh my gosh. Oh no, I don't
Yeah, I
like
don't know
it.
if it's just me. Very, very loud. Increase all my volume. Still, I can't get you.
Oh no.
I mean, I'm getting you, but it's so low.
Yeah, this shouldn't be.
Hi,
Mm-hmm.
Miss Eileen.
Hi, CB. How are you?
Happy Mother's Day to you.
No, it's not Mother's
Welcome
Day.
to
Oh. Thank
studio.
you, though.
It's Mother's Day here, ma. Please just accept it.
Yes, ma. That's why I say thank you. Thank you, dear. Thank you so much. Happy Mother's Day to everyone in Nigeria. God bless you all.
Ma,
Miss
can I take the
Elise,
comments now? Can
hold
you hear
hold
me?
on. Is my voice any better?
Yes, ma. Much better now. Yes.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and take some comments, please.
Okay, so I'm taking this one from Mr. Emmanuel. Hi, Mr. Emmanuel. Thank you for joining us today. So, Mr. Emmanuel is saying, not many men do so from my view. We have the duty to protect our other half. I think he was reacting to the video we played earlier on.
Can you please put those highlight those comments on the screen so we can all read it, Sibi?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
So
good.
let me take the comments again. My network. Okay, so this comment is from Mr. Emmanuel. Mr. Emmanuel is saying, not many men do so from my view. We have the duty to protect our other half. He was reacting to the video we played at the beginning. Let me take the other one. Thank you, Mr. Emmanuel. So I think Comfort is reacting to my comment where she said it's frustration. I think she's reacting to the part where I said the single sister-in-laws just like to frustrate their brother's wife. Thank you,
Mhm.
Comfort. So the next one is still from Comfort. Comfort is saying, I pray I should not experience this kind of thing. God forbid. No woman wants to experience this. Absolutely not. I don't think there's any woman on this earth. The next comment is from Juliet. Juliet is saying, it is good to correct with love, but that beating was extreme. I believe
Mm.
Juliet watched the video, so she's reacting based on what she saw in the video.
Yeah.
And the next comment is from Mercy Kendra. Hi, Mercy. Mercy is saying, how can the man watch his mom attacking his wife? This is ridiculous. Thank you, Mercy, for that comment. I wonder. So the next comment is from Chinko. Chinko is also reacting to the video. Chinko is saying, now women, they suffer last. Whoa, there are some women that actually enjoy, Thank you, Chinko. Yeah. So let me take the next comment. This one is from Chinko and it's pretty loud. So Chinko is saying, I believe there are still men in the country despite the rules because cheating is a choice. Just because James can eat same meal forever doesn't mean Peter can. Let's learn to accept people the way they are. Chinko, are you serious? I thought you are a girly girl. Are you supporting polygamy? Because me, I don't understand this your comment though. It's pregnant. Your comment is pregnant, Chiko. You want to break the table. It's called Chinko, please, let me understand you. Are you saying that you support co-wife? Like right now, if your husband say, I want to marry another wife, are you game? Because this is your comment. Please reply me in the comment section. This is pregnant. I'm not going to let it go. But that's all I can take for now.
All right. So
Hello,
Miss
Coach
Elise,
Michelle.
yeah.
I want to say something. Oh.
Uh-huh.
No, you want to?
Go
Yeah,
for
you want
it.
to? No, talk. No, talk now.
No, I'm not at the beginning. Talk.
It's my friend here. He said he wants to say something.
Of course. Hi.
No, talk.
Hey, good evening, man.
Hello, how are you? What's your name?
My name is Samuel.
Hi, Samuel. Nice meeting you.
Thank you, man.
No, about polygamy. Talk now.
About the polygamy,
Yes.
as a man, if you are capable to take the responsibility, it does not matter. You hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. So, as a man, if you are capable to take the responsibility, it does not matter. You can marry more than 50 wives. So far, you are capable to take the responsibility.
Talk
And one,
talk
and
to
and one wetin I learn about that thing is when you marry the 50 wives, there's no need for you to love one more than one. You understand?
Yes.
So even though you love one, there's no need for you to show say, I love this one more than this one. For the other one to understand, say, I love this one more than this one. Because it get how the thing roll. For my place, man dey marry 5 wives, but all of them they live in the same way, according to the way when we say their husband show them the way. Because this fault is from the men, it's not from the women. We not say women cannot love each other the same way, but as a man, when you don't marry 5 wives, you get the way when you say you suppose put everything in order. You understand?
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Thank you so much, Samuel. I mean, I agree with you, because I'm like, we be here
Coach
trying
Michelle, are
to.
you very far from your phone?
I'm not though. Guys, you cannot hear me. What is happening today?
We can
Look,
hear you. We can hear you,
We
man.
can hear you.
the microphone is right here. And my
I
volume is
can hear
all
you.
the way. My volume is all the way up.
No, okay.
I
Yeah.
can hear you.
So what I was gonna say
That's
is
good.
that Samuel, thank you
Okay,
so
let me
much.
go and come back because I hardly hear you, ma'am.
Yes, yes. Please, when she comes back, remind me to
Yeah, but I'm
Stevie.
spacing in here.
Oh my God. Look, can you mute? There's a lot of background noise.
We can hear you. We can hear you, man.
Okay. So what I was saying is that please CB, once Miss Elise come back, please add her. So what I was saying is that Samuel, I agree with you. If you can afford it, why not? That's me. And I'm just like, I am not okay with us just crucifying that tradition. Like, I know it's more African than anything else, but I'm like, hey, Western countries, they have their way of doing their stuff, which is not always biblical. A man can marry a man, a woman can marry a woman. That's not the topic of today. In Africa, a man can marry two wives. After everything is said and done, I feel like if we're going to retrace the history of the Bible, we are going to find out that there were men in the Bible that God worked with and who had more than one wife. I'm yet to see a man that was married with a man in the Bible, or a woman that was married with a woman in the Bible. I'm yet to see. But again, that's not the topic of today. I'm just saying that this is something that is rooted in Bible history, and we see that in Africa. And I'm not okay being an African and coming here and being like it's wrong. I've seen it in the Bible, and God has never explicitly said that it is wrong. I'm not gonna come here and be God. Now, would I want to be in a polygamous situation? If you're a billionaire, why not? And Samuel, Samuel, I don't agree that a man can equally love two women. You understand? I don't agree. Hold on, look. I know you want to say something, but let me learn, please. I don't agree that a man can equally love two, three, four, five, 10 women. But if I was in that situation, first of all, first thing criteria that you want to be able to meet is have money, be a billionaire, like be able to afford more than one house, right? And be respectful. I don't agree that you can love us the same. You can love those women the same way. Be respectful toward all of them. Be fair. Can you be respectful toward your 10 wives? Yes, you can. Can you be fair to your 10 wives? Yes, you can. Can you provide equally to your 10 wives? Yes, you can. Now, when it comes to loving, those are details. Because yes, love is not what sustains a relationship. Even in a monogamous relationship, love is not what sustains you. At first, there's love, there's butterflies in your bellies for the first 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. After that, I promise you, love become kind of obsolete. I'm not saying that love is not important, but love become like very minimal. You still want to have respect in that relationship. You still want to have accountability in that relationship. You still want to have commitment in that relationship. You still want to have as a responsibility, like doing your part of the bargain in that relationship. That will keep you going. That will keep you going. What is love? Is relative. How do you love me, respect me, provide for me, be there for me, show up for me? That is love. Can a man do that to 10 wives? Yes, he can. I believe a man can. So if you cannot afford it, please stay away from it. That's what I got to say regarding. But I know Miss Elise is here, and I know she'll have a lot to say. And also, Luke, you wanted to add something?
No, ma, no, ma.
Okay. Okay, Miss Elise, let's hear from you. What are your thoughts on that? And let's remember, this is the topic.
Mr. Samuel, welcome. Welcome, my brother. Mr. Samuel, are you there?
I'm here.
Mr. Samuel, I have a question for you. I have two questions. First question, can you share a woman with another man in the name of love and wealth? You said? I cannot hear you. Yes or no?
There's a lot of background noise.
Not from me. Oh.
Yeah, it's from the
Okay, Samuel, can you share a woman with another man in the name of love and wealth?
No,
The next question: do you think you're more human? No, you say no. What makes you feel that the woman does not feel what you feel, and what makes you feel that you're a superhuman? That you have to think that a woman can do what you cannot do, and she does not have feelings like you because you think that she's a okay, but we are shop. You think that she's a mobile animal and she doesn't have feelings. You cannot, but she should. What makes you feel that way? I want an answer, please.
I am the one to go to your family to tell your family that I like your daughter, that I want to pay her bride price. As an African man, there's no woman in Africa that go to man families to tell them, say, I love una son to pay in bride price. Do you know? Do you aware of that?
Okay, so if I understand you well, the only thing you're holding on to is bride price. So if today they cancel bride price, you accept that the woman will come and marry you.
As an African man,
So I've understood what you said. So you're not telling me that in Africa they don't consider women's feelings. They consider that women are not human beings. Men cannot take the fact that they can share a man, share a woman with another man because your ego, because you have feelings, because you want to yourself.
Mr. Liz, hold on. Mr. Samuel, why am I having an echo? Mr. Samuel, you're gonna have to type your comment in the your reply in the comment because we're having a lot of echo coming back from you and a lot of noise.
Yeah, maybe he can go and come back. Maybe it's just network.
Yeah.
Okay, Samuel, please go and come back. Maybe it's network.
It's not from my side.
It's your side, Oga.
Okay, Mr. Liz, just go ahead and land. Just go ahead and tell us.
So I'm done with him. The African culture favors men and consider men as human beings. Feel like men don't have, they cannot take it because they have feelings, because they have ego. Women are animals, mobile animals. They don't have feelings. They can easily share because of bride price, because of wealth, because of small cola nuts, small money they give to family, feed family. And the woman now can be used as a good, she's like a commodity. I acquire you from your family. So your feelings die, your ego die, your honor die, your respect does not exist. They can even take 3 women and put into one house where the women will be cohabiting together and you'll be hearing the other woman making love with your husband. Yee, ha, oh, all the sounds, and then you wake up in the morning and do breakfast and say, darling, how was your night? So women are not human beings. A man cannot even hear that his partner kiss somebody. He wants to collapse. He wants to have BP. Talk less of being in one room, in the living room, watching TV and hearing the wife feeling all the pleasure from another man. And in the morning, you say, guy, how was your night? You're doing well, man. Your man cannot take it. You both should stop all this rubbish you're inflating on women. You both should, the earlier you stop it, the better for you guys. What you cannot take as a human being, your Bible tells you, do unto others what you want them to do unto you. That alone, for me, that is my own law. What you cannot take as a human being, don't do it to another person. What you can take, do. Because you know that if they serve you the same thing, you'll be able to take it. So all this rubbish you're bringing about tradition to enslave women, to make women feel less than you. Hey, the Bible say in the Bible, there's no woman, because in those days women had no right. That's why you see Apostle Peter said, women should not talk in the church, because in those days, women were not talking in public. If you talk in public, they will stone you till you die. So he didn't want calamity in the church. He said, shut up your mouth in church. When you get home, ask your husband, because the law was that women don't talk in public. So he said in the church, women should stay quiet, because he didn't want people to come and kill people in the synagogue in the name of answering questions in the Bible, women asking questions, talking in public. That was the law. Then women had no law. In those days, when a woman commit adultery, they will kill the woman and leave the man. Women were like a subject to they were like goose. They had no say. As much as a woman could have cooked a bad meal and they divorced her because of that, a woman could have given birth and they say her breast is no longer standing for any silky reason. That's why Jesus said it, because of the hardiness of your heart that Moses told you, or Moses told you to divorce, because divorce was very easy. He said now, just because of adultery, he changed it now. And when they wanted to stone the woman, he said, okay, the person have not seen, oh yeah, stone her, nobody showed up. So even Jesus came and show you people that we are all equal before God. If you read very well, I forgot the Bible verse that say, now there's neither Jews, there's neither Pharisees, there's neither man or woman, neither slave nor free. We are all equal in Christ. Apostle Paul said it for those going to church. So if you think that you are equal, you are a human being as a woman, and you are a Christian. For the Muslim, Coach Michelle, for the Muslim, Coach Michelle, let me say this: there is a trap. You just mentioned it. A man cannot love women equally. But even their prophet said you have to love them equally, treat them equally. And that was a trap. No man can love two women equally. And because we know that it's not humanly possible, I think even Muslims should not have 4 wives. Because they're not abiding by that rule to love them equally and treat them equally. And it's not possible. So it's not possible. So even the Muslim, it's not possible. So if you know that you're a Muslim and you know that you are superhuman, you can love people equally, show up. It's not possible. So even a Muslim man that have 4 wives already committing a sin because you cannot love them equally. So let's leave that one aside. People should just, for me, there's one rule: what you cannot take, don't dish it out. That's it.
So, Mr. Lee,
yes, ma'am.
I don't know, I'm having echo. Hold on, I'm gonna make. Okay. So, Miss Elise, you're very passionate about this topic, and I love your passion. I love that you're not budging from your point of view. You stand firm over the fact that if a man can marry more than one wife, a woman should also be allowed to marry more than one man. But my first question to you is: when we look in the Bible, like there's nothing new under the sun, and we are not going to reinvent the society. So when you go back and look, I would like for you to point one example of a woman having 2 husbands at the same time. Maybe let me finish. I have another question for you. So maybe we can also learn from that example, right? That's the first question I'm going to ask. The second question is, I like to be practical, because when it comes to life, I want to be realistic. I don't navigate with my emotions, with my sentiments, with my feelings, because I like to be practical. And that's why I highlighted this comment from Chinko. She said that both Rwanda and Uganda has more women than men. Most men were killed during coup. I'm not quite sure what coup is. So what would you suggest as a solution to this society, Mr. Lee? So I have 2 questions for you. First of all, give us a case in the Bible where a woman had 2 husbands and that we can learn from. And secondly, what would you recommend? Let's assume you're the president of Uganda or Rwanda, and you are in a country where there are 1 million more women than men. What would you suggest as a solution to that country?
Okay, let's go back in the Bible. Abraham, God told him to wait. Sarah was even laughing when the angels were coming, saying she'll give her. Say, look at that, your God. Look at, I'm already old. You better go and have a son. So it's because of impatience and disobedience that Sarah told Abraham to use his servant and have a child. He did not marry her. Listen very well. Abraham did not marry the servant. He just lay with her and had a child. And we see that Abraham disobeyed God out of disobedience. And now when Sarah told him to chase away the woman, he went to God. You people should go and read it. And told God that Sarah want me to chase this woman away. What should I do? You know what God told him? Do what Sarah asked you to do. Because even God knew that 2 women cannot survive in one house. God, he told him, he would have said, I know, I'll create peace, tell Sarah to be patient. No. God told him, go and do what Sarah asked you to do, because God knew that you cannot serve 2 masters. He said that you love one and dislike the other one. And 2 women, even God said he's a jealous God. So God understood the jealousy in Sarah. So he told Abraham, go and obey Sarah. Go and read it. When we look at David, David killed somebody to take the wife, and he was punished. God did not forgive him. To show you that God's plan is not for you to have two wives. He killed somebody's wife and lay with her, and then somebody's husband, he took somebody's wife, had a child with her, and God punished by killing that child. Because that child will not live. To show you that God was not for that union. If God was for polygamy, he would have said, okay, I forgive you, but you would have done it otherwise. No, God killed that child to show David that this is not my plan for you. But when God forgive him, God just let it be like that, And when we see Solomon was a man after God. But when you see Solomon, when he started taking other women, he went against the will of God. He took women that were serving other gods. And you see that in Solomon's walk with God, he's backslided so many times. But because God was a God of mercy, he keep on forgiving him. When you look at those people's life, there are no good example in them. No good example about second wife, about disobeying God. There's nothing good to take home. It's not because these people are human beings and they fail and they ask for forgiveness, God forgive them, that they are now an example to follow. No. The Bible says a man will leave his father and mother and join to his wife, not to his wives. So it's one man and one woman. That's God's plan. Now, if people disobey, today people say, oh, if we were Adam, we will not disobey. They're committing fornication. They're lying. They are doing so many sins, even worse than the devil. But they'll tell you, no, if I was Adam in the garden, I will not eat that food. Even if Eve bring it, I will tell her, no, I will stand my ground. Today, do you stand your ground? You're the one lying, doing all the rubbish that is still sin. So, Coach Michelle, those three people are not an example to follow for the Christian family. Now, in the Bible, the Samaritan woman, she had 5 men. The woman that met Jesus at the well, she had 5 men, her alone. 5 men. But when Jesus asked her, do you have a husband? She said, no. He said, yeah, you're right. I have 5 men. And Jesus told her that none of them is your husband. She said, oh, I've seen a man that said it all. But she was having 5 men officially. Go and read it. She had 5 in those days. Asha will not start today. Women will get 2, 3 men, not start today. So it was there. Samaritan woman, she had 5 in her days. And she like, how did this man know my life like that? So for me, for the culture, for biblically, it's not because Coach Michelle, you fall, God forgive you, that I have to fall like you to say, after all, God forgive you, I can do like you. No, I have to run away from that kind of life. I should do better. Your life should be an example to say, no, Abraham could have waited. Sarah could have waited, because even not waiting, disobeying, caused her trouble. David make this woman lost her husband because he was a boss. He killed the husband, took her by force, impregnated her, and God killed her child. A punishment, double punishment for David and for the woman. She lost her husband. She now lost her child because of what? Greed. Because of what? Immorality. It's not a good example. Solomon, look at Solomon's life. His children were killing themselves up and down. Calamity everywhere. Look at Solomon's life. Nothing to write home about with his multitude women. There's nothing to write home about it. Go and read Solomon's story. So those 3 are not a good example for the church of God. Now let's go back to Rwanda. The Bible says, Coach Michelle, that single people have more time for the things of the kingdom. I forgot the Bible verse. I'll find it for you. So being single, Coach Michelle, when you're single, you make heaven easily. Being single, is this in the Bible? That single people have more time. They obey God. But married people, they have to obey their partners and they obey God. It's more difficult for married people. That scripture is in the Bible. For those who are Bible scholar, oh yeah, bring the Bible verse for me because I'm not close to my Bible. It's written in the Bible.
Miss Elise.
Yes, ma'am.
Miss Elise.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you hear me, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so let me quickly break this table finally.
No. Let me finish, my dear. Let me finish. Coach Michelle, everybody is not
okay.
Everyone in marriage, there's no marriage in heaven, number 1. Number 2, we've never heard that single lifestyle kill a woman. Oh, she was single and she died. No. It's always bad marriages. It's always violence in marriages. It's always betrayal in marriages. It's always bad in marriages, that every calamity. That's what the Bible says, seek for the will of God. Because when you marry the wrong partner, I don't think you even make it to heaven, because that partner self can make you miss heaven. So, Coach Michelle, everybody must not get married. Everybody must not get married. They prove if Jesus Christ came on earth 33 years, he was not married. We never heard anywhere that he had a girlfriend. No. Elijah was on earth, he did not marry. He was taken in heaven. Enoch was on earth. We do not hear that Enoch had family, but he was pure until God took him alive. So, Coach Michelle, marriage is not a do or die thing. People can stay without marriage. There are women that stay all their life, they don't know man. They live their life and they're good. There are men that don't marry, they are good. They don't have to be in any relationship. They just decide that they don't want to have anything to do with relationship, and they're fine. So marriage is not something people should be killing themselves for. No, you should. It's not by force. You can decide not to marry, not to have children, and live your life to the fullness.
Thank you,
People
Mr.
can
Lee.
Yeah, so I don't believe marriage is everything. So if you're in your country, there's no man, my sister, run. In fact, Rwanda said the girls are so beautiful. STDs are outside there. Spiritual problems are outside there. So you want to share spiritual problems because you want to have a husband. You want to share STDs because you want to have a wife. Are you serious? Being single is even better. It's more healthier. Because I remember when I was single, I didn't think for any husband. I was thinking one place. Coach Michelle, you remember your single life, how it was sweet. You travel when you want, you wake up when you want, everything. Now you're on schedule. You're on schedule for some elements that you brought on earth. You're on schedule for one husband that God gave you. You'll be thinking, you have to have his idea. Now, include diplomacy, and then you have to use skills, negotiation skills. You have to use patience. You have to use all the fruit of the spirit just to be with somebody. My sister, is it not too much work? Eh? It's only the strong people that are strong, people that are ready to sacrifice, that want to marry. So single people, if you don't want hard work, if you don't want headache, if you don't want to stop you to become to start depending, to start cooperating, my sister, singleness is better. Marriage is hard. They don't lie when I say marriage is easy. It's just the pictures that is good. When you wear the pictures are beautiful, everything. But the marriage, for it to continually be beautiful and smiling and everything, it takes hard work. Hard work. So single people, you are in a good position. So you people should stay single, eh? Marriage is not for everybody. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Mr. Liz. Before I give you the floor, Zibe, I am gonna try to kind of counter some of your points here, because the reason why we have so many Christian denominations is because everyone come take the Bible and interpret it in a certain way and go and create an organization out of it, which is why most Christians from different denominations will not agree, will not see eye to eye, even though we have that Bible as the foundation. You started out by saying that the reason why Abraham got in trouble was because he did what he did. Yeah, he wasn't married. Like, he had one wife. That I understand. That I will give you. Now, let's talk of David. You said that the reason why that child died was because David decided to get into polygamy and get that wife that did not belong to him. I'm going to say, first of all, that before he went to Bathsheba, he had at least 4 wives. Abigail, the wife of Nabal, that was called the fool in the Bible, was one of his wives. That's the name that I remember just because I like that story. So he had like at least 4 wives before he went to Bathsheba. And when God sent Nathan to come and talk to him, Nathan said to him that, gave him the parable of a man who had 4 lambs or 4 pets or 4 goats, but decided to go take one, that of his neighbor. And then when David said, how come? How can someone do that? That's wickedness. Prophet Nathan said to him that that's you. God said to tell you that if you have asked for more wives, single wife, I would have given it to you. Why did you have to go take from someone? That was the problem that God had in that issue. God didn't have a problem with him having multiple. God said, I would have given it to you. All you had to do was to ask. You say, Father, now I have 4 wives. Give me 10 more. I would have given it to you.
Coach Michelle, thank you for that. Thank you for that pushback.
Yeah. God said, I would have given it to you. Why did you have to go and take a man's life and then take what belonged to him? God was so angry at that. But now, the other story, Solomon. God had no issue with him having more wives. The problem is that Solomon went outside of the Jewish law, which encouraged Jewish men to marry within the tribe. He started marrying women from other countries, from Egypt. Those women came with their God and taught him, like we often say that what women want, God also wants it. Like men are inclined to do what their wives want. So those women made him build altars to foreign gods. That was the beginning of his downfall. Because you go and you married an Egyptian, why the Lord reminds you that you should marry within Israel? Those people who know God. You should marry a lady from a family that knows God. No, but you go. They said that Solomon loved foreign women. He had a thing for women from other countries. So he brought those women in his kingdom and they came with their gods. Israel started serving those gods, and that's how the kingdom fell. That's how Israel started going down. So that's the problem there. The problem wasn't the wife. If he could have married 1,000 wives from Jewish culture, God wouldn't have had an issue with it. That's what I wanted to say there. And now, coming back to the New Testament, again, I referred to just this passage in the past. Paul, writing a letter to the church, said to them, I don't remember what church. He said, leaders should be a husband of one wife. That implies this is just English or French. I don't know what you want to call it. If someone will say leaders should have one wife, that means in the church there are people allowed in the church that have more than one wife. But Paul, I do not recommend that these people be leaders. That's all it means. That's the English I understand over there. It doesn't mean that, hey, if someone has more than two wives, ban him from the church. No, it just means, please don't give him responsibilities. Don't make him a leader. So that's all I wanted to say on that topic. Now, coming back to Rwanda, Uganda, where allegedly or apparently, I don't know, I did not check. So don't cut me on this. There are more women than men. Now, coming and saying to people, hey, it's easy to be single. You know what? It's fine. It's easy. You don't try to be married. Why do you fret about being married? Why? I'm like, that is kind of like being a dictator. Like if I was a leader and I come and I tell people, hey, you don't have to worry about being married. What do they want? Are they okay with not being married? Now, if you tell me that I don't want to be married, hey, I applaud you. You don't have to be married. In fact, I don't even believe that you have to be married to be complete. But what if you want to be married? There's probably a woman in this call listening to this podcast or that will listen in the future that has been praying and fasting to be married. And now me coming and telling her, hey, don't worry. Life is even sweeter when you're single. I'm not helping her. I am not. So some people will not marry, some people will. But at the end of the day, if you're not finding a husband because they're hard to come by, or if the men that come by are just men that are already married that have one, two wives, if that man can afford it, I will not tell you that, hey, just focus on being single because your life is better. No, I'm not helping you because that's not what you want. What I will ask you, are you comfortable being in a marriage situation where there is another wife? If you can do it, go do it. Don't just bring your headache over here on social media and start disturbing people. Like go live in peace if that's what you want. So we could be here all day that we might just have to agree to disagree. But anyone wanted to add something before we get to there's so much to do today. There's another video that I wanted us to review, but we might not have time for it. CB, were you gonna say something?
Thank you so much, Ma. I was
Yes.
going to say we are very good at saying a woman should submit. So submission is also if my husband tomorrow decides to marry another wife, I'm supposed to submit to that. Like I do not have feelings or I don't have emotions because God wasn't angry with Solomon. What's the other person again? What's the other
David,
person that
David,
David? Because God wasn't angry with them that they had other women in their lives. So how about the part it seems the men, and this and I'm speaking generally, it seems men, they don't like to read that part of the Bible that says a man is supposed to die for his wife just like Christ died for the church. How about that? Yeah, we don't like to talk about that, right? But it's very easy for us to say, look, women have emotions. There are women you cannot try this polygamy thing with. You can't just wake up one morning and tell me that you are polygamous in nature. There will be serious consequences. Don't do that to me. If from the beginning you and I take a vow and we stay together forever, you and I, so be it. Don't wake up, because see, let me tell you, it's discipline that is making women to stay in their husband's house. It's discipline that is making some women not to cheat. It is discipline. It's not because they cannot do it. And if we continue, this is my opinion though, you can disagree, that's fine. If we continue to push this narrative that it's okay, then women will continue to mess up outside and give their kids that does not belong to their husband to their husbands. If we continue to push narratives out there, look, there are women out there, I even know one, I'm related to her. This one, she said she doesn't want to be married. Reasons best known to her. Trauma is even part of it. Why she says she never wants to be married. She has a daughter now. She does not want to be married. This one, she called her parents, sat them down and said, hey, hello, don't expect any son-in-law. I am not getting married. That is her choice. And like it or not, there are women who have that choice.
Of course.
Even if we are trying to say women are more, there are women who do not want to get married.
Of course.
There are women who cannot stand men telling them what to do, or trying to control their life. Because one thing people don't understand is, once you are married, you cannot live like a single woman anymore.
Yep.
You cannot go out without permission. You want to go out, you want to travel, even if it's your money, you have to take permission from your husband. And if there's a ceremony or whatever going on in your family, if your husband says, okay, fine, I don't want you to go, you have to obey. You sit back and you obey. So if I'm to do all of that, if I'm supposed to submit my will, literally my freedom, to you as a man, don't wake up one morning and tell me you are polygamous in nature. Don't try it. You can't be polygamous in nature if I submit to you. You can't be polygamous in nature. The Bible says, and two shall become one. He did not say, and 10 shall become one. So as much as we want to quote the Bible, I still maintain this. If God wanted polygamy from the beginning, he should have created Adam and multiple women. That is it. That was not the original plan. Just like if eating the fruits and bringing sin into the world today was not the original plan. That's why Jesus Christ had to come down and die for us. So, Oga, if me and you take vow, especially if we have civil wedding, don't try. Don't wake up tomorrow and say you're polygamous in nature. It will not work. It's not. So this is just my opinion. Let me not waste my time. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, CB. I mean, we're gonna agree to disagree, and I'm gonna say yes. Two cannot walk together unless they're agree, right? Like I always think that if we have to be on the same page. Like if I get up one morning and my husband decide that, hey, I'm gonna be polygamous. First of all, you're not a billionaire, so sir, it's not gonna work. So we have to agree to disagree, right? And also we have to agree on the path that we are taking. So if we are doing polygamy since day one, let's talk and let's agree. Let's arrange this thing. Let's make it right. Don't get up one morning and decide that, hey, I decide that starting from today on, I'm going to start adding to the pack. No, it doesn't work like that. And we have had the conversation here about cheating and polygamy. You and Miss Elise said that is the same thing. I say it's different, but again, let's agree to disagree. So guys, there's another video I wanted to share, but we don't have time. We need to almost wrap up. So let's head into our letter. Let's head into our letter right after the break.
Let's slow it down, let's talk it through. Intentions clear, what's real, what's true. No fairy tales, no empty claims. Love is effort, not just names. Ask the questions people skip. Commitment shows in follow through, not lips. If it's worth it, it survives the miles. Distance tests, but love decides.
All right, guys, here is the letter on the screen. Who is going to read it? Miss Elise, are you able to read it for us?
Yes, ma'am. 1 second. Thanks for the
Okay.
opportunity. Good evening, family. I really need your advice because I'm going through something that has left me deeply hurt and confused. I'm 24 years old, and last year I married my husband, who is 42. I can only say that he has always treated me well and taking good care of me. A few weeks ago, it was my birthday. To celebrate, he surprised me with a beautiful car. I was incredibly happy and felt appreciated. But just a few days later, his parents came over to our house. Right in front of me, they started questioning my husband about the car. They said I was too young to have something like that, and that instead of enjoying gifts, I should be focusing on having a child since we don't have one yet. Then they added something that really shocked me. They asked him, how is it possible that she has a car when we don't? That hurt me the most. What hurt me the most was what happened next. My husband took the car keys and handed them to his father. His parents looked so proud in that moment, as if they had won something. Later, I quietly packed my bags and went back to my parents' house. Now my family is telling me that I'm overreacting and that I should go back to my husband's house. My husband is also asking me to come back, but he says that once we have our first child, he will give me even more than that, even more than the car. According to him, that's just how things work. But honestly, I'm questioning everything now. I feel like my dignity was ignored, and I'm wondering if this is the kind of life I want. At this point, I'm thinking about asking for a divorce and going our separate ways. Am I exaggerating by feeling this way? Thank you. Wahala. Man, we cannot hear you if you're talking. You're muted.
Sorry, I was just laughing at you finishing with Wahala, and I was saying that I like it how my Nigerian friend said, Wahala Deo. So, Miss Elise, you just finished reading. I'm gonna put you on the spotlight. Would you have left if you were in her shoes?
Coach Michelle, this is Wahala Pro Max. You know, this man is not a husband material. This man, this man is a disgrace to wives. These parents are bad parents, and this man is not mature. So it's kind of it's kind of hard. 1 second. Yeah, so these parents are very immature. And when you say you married a boy, this is a perfect example of being married to a boy. Mama's boy, papa's boy. This is terrible. I think she should divorce the man and move on. She should divorce him because he will not change. His parents will not change. If she comes back to it, she should just accept that she will always be second plan. And whatever his parents decide in her home, that's what will happen. So is she okay to commit her future marital life into the hands of her father-in-law and mother-in-law? Or she have to start praying for them to die soon so she will be free and handle her marriage? So I don't know what kind of prayer point she want to make. So for me, I will tell her, my sister, you don't have a child, praise God, move on. You don't want to be in this kind of situation. That's it. A man that cannot defend his wife is not a man and is not qualified to be called a husband. A man that is still like manipulated by his parents is not qualified. If you are a man, you give a gift to your wife, your parents have no say on it. If they want if they want a car, they can tell you, oh son, we're in need of a car. The son will make means, will make a way to buy them a car. But for them to say the girl does instead of having a child, she's having a car, and they should give them a car, give them her car, and they give it to them in front of her. No, my dear. Even I know you can't take it. This is rubbish. She should stay. If her parents want to marry the man, they should go and marry the man. She should not go back to that man. She should leave him alone. Him and his family, they will marry each other and live their life. She should go for a divorce and leave them alone. This man is bad. This relationship is very, very toxic. There's nothing as worse as being married to a man that does not have his own conscience, that cannot take decisions on his own. A man that cannot use his brain. God has given him brain, and the brain is useless. He cannot use his brain. He cannot think for himself. He cannot take decisions for himself. He's just there. Useless man, empty vessel. This is what you call husband. This is not a husband. So, my dear, you've done well to pack your bags. Make sure you have a lawyer and take half of his belongings so that you'll not go empty handed, and divorce him properly and move on with your life. Rubbish. Rubbish plus ingredient. Thank you, Coach
Okay.
Michelle.
Thank you so much, Miss Elise. CB, would you have left? And I see AJ is in the comment section. Hi, AJ. How are you? Thank you for being here. AJ said divorce and go where? I don't know if someone can put that comment of AJ like CB. If you can highlight that. I like that. He said divorce and go where? But CB, would you have left if that had happened to you?
Any marriage where my husband doesn't have a mind of his own, first of all, I'm not going to marry a weak man. I cannot stay in that kind of marriage. Oh. I think we say Coach Michelle, you've known me for a while now. I think you pretty much in that kind of marriage. I can't stay in because I really I don't get it. Why should I even be with a man that does not have a mind of his own? Like you are easily influenced. You probably will make a decision because mama says do this. The next thing, okay, Coach Michelle, take this for example. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can anybody hear me? Okay, take this for
Yes.
example. You and I, before we, you know, got married, we agreed that we are going to have like 3 kids. And
Mm-hmm.
then after the third one, you're trying to convince me as my husband to say, okay, babe, let's have 4 kids. Let's add one more. I'm like, okay. And then you spoil that with this statement. Mommy says 4 is a perfect number. I'm not having that fourth child. I'm not having that fourth child. You see what I'm saying? If my husband wants to have 4 children with me because he wants to, let it be because he wants to, not because mama says we should add one more. 4 is a perfect number. Because you see this thing I just said, I've heard stories like that from married women. I'm like, what the hell? Who is carrying the pregnancy? Who is going to cater for that child? Who is going to be responsible for that child? It's you and I, not mama. Mama only needs to come and play with the kids. Because that's what grandparents do. They play with their grandkids. Nothing more. What else? Grandparents have this tendency of even spoiling their grandchildren. So why I'm not having that fourth child. So that's the kind of influence I'm talking about. I don't want a mama's boy. Because this is typical example of mama's boy or a man that does not have a mind of his own. Yeah, your parents will be interfering in our marriage. What kind of marriage? Why are we married? Are we all in the marriage? It's just you and I. This is where boundaries come in. I should protect my husband from my family and he should do same. That's just where the balance will come from. Getting married doesn't mean, oh, I'm going to abandon my family or I'm going to cut ties or cut communication. No. Just set boundaries so that you can have peace of mind, so that you can enjoy your home. I don't need in-laws coming to interfere in my marriage. No. If
Thank
it
you,
if it has to
CB.
get to that point, then please let's not be married. Thank you, ma.
You said something that if you agreed with your husband to do like to have an X amount of children, and then he comes and asks that you guys modify the initial plan, you would be willing to submit to that. But if you found out that that is being influenced by someone outside of your marriage, like his parents, you wouldn't submit to it.
I
So
I would not. Never.
I just want to point out the fact that uh it's okay to get advices from other people. Like sometimes you and your spouse can agree to do something and a friend comes with a better idea, you know, and but it's not going to be imposed upon you. It's just something that you both have to discuss and agree on. Yeah, I don't agree that the man would just come and be like, Mama said this, that's what we're doing. But I just want you not to like just dismiss the fact that Mama could actually bring a good advice and actually just be open. I just want you to kind of like be open there. I'm talking to any woman or man here. Just be open to suggestions, you know, don't be too rigid when it comes to being flexible over your plans. You can have a definite plan with your husband and someone else come, maybe his parent, maybe your parents, and come and be like, hey, kids, what about you do this way instead? Don't just be like, oh, because it came from the outside. No, 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 no. No, don't. I mean, you'll be cheating yourself if you do that because some people will actually give you some life saving advices. Remember, even in the Bible, with Moses, he was being burned out, trying to be the judge in Israel, trying to do the whole work by himself. Where did the advice come from? From, I believe, Jephthah, his father-in-law. His father-in-law came to visit and was like, huh, you're gonna be burned out. You're gonna kill yourself. What are you doing? Do it this way. And you wouldn't think this man wasn't even like it was. Remember, Moses got married to someone who wasn't even from Israel. That was like a outsider. This person come and give you, even though he had the mandate of God upon his life, the way he was doing it was gonna put him in trouble. He was gonna be burned out. He may have like fall sick and maybe die before his time. His father-in-law came and be like, do it differently, and you will actually be able to do it more successfully and over a long period of time. So I'm just saying that let's not just like cut, like be like, hey, if you come from in-law, we're not gonna consider because in-laws can actually bring like very good advices. That's all I wanted to put out there. Look, what are your thoughts on this?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. This is a very nice story. It's very nice. It's very nice. I think you have the last two speakers have said most of it. You see, first of all, I want to just point out one by one what I see here. You see, first of all, to me, uh, when you get married, I'm not married actually. When you get married, I think there should be boundaries between your family, your nuclear family. I think two of you, as a man and woman, you need to decide the kind of the extent to which you allow your in-laws into your marriage. The kind of you need to decide the extent you allow your in-laws into your marriage. You see what the man did here, to me, it was very wrong. I would say that it is wrong to me. I know the man loved the wife, and the wife loved him very well. Your parents came to you, your wife is in a bed, and you bought a car for your wife, and your parents came and they said, that's not good. We don't even have a car. And you gave that car at that particular instance when they made that statement. You took the car keys from your wife and you give
to your own family.
to your own family, to your parents. You see, first of all, I will see that in two ways. That behavior, I will see it in two ways. First of all, I will see the man as a parent's boy, as a daddy's boy, or a mommy's boy. They are still controlling him. Secondly, I will still see a man who wants peace in his home from two angles. I will see a man who wants peace in his home, who don't want quarrel. That okay, you want the car, okay, take sir, go, take and go. Now, the woman, to me, the parents did bad at that particular time, asking that kind of question. That why will you buy a car for your wife when we don't have a car? You see, as my father has not driven car for in his own life, and at that particular time, that thing happened. My wife is doing the bed, and I give that car to my wife. And you came in and you said you want a car, and I give that car to you. So to me as a parent, having that courage, that mind to take that car, I don't have my son's mind, my son's marriage at heart. I don't want my son's marriage to last because to me that's a stumbling block. I'm putting a stumbling block between my son and his wife. So the parents did bad there. And the man, I said I'm seeing from two angles. Maybe the man doesn't want quarrel at that particular time. So he gave the car key to the man to his father to go. And secondly, the man is also is daddy's boy or a mommy's boy at that particular time. Now, from the woman's angle, you see, most women won't overreact the way this woman did. I'm calling it overreact because to me, you said this man loved you. You love each other. The man has money, taking care of you. I see it as overreaction. Even though the man love you. So this man can buy more than a car for you. If you want a house, he can do it for you. So to me, most women will not see it that way. Most women will not react the way she did. They will only smile over it and just. That's why I said women are different. I always say it. I say women are different. Most women will not react the way the woman did. They will smile over it and say, my husband can get me more cars like that. Most women will not see it. Most women will react the way this woman did. And I'm not condemning her for what she did. To her, it was a disgrace, humiliation. That's the fact. It was a disgrace, humiliation. That's true. Now the man is begging you to come back. Why can't you come? Even your parents are saying go back. Why can't you come back? That's the way I see it. So from the man's point of view, I'm just seeing that maybe the man doesn't want quarrel in his home. Daddy, you want the car? Okay, go. My wife, I'm a daddy's boy. I'll get another one for you. And from another angle, I will see it as if daddy's boy, mommy's boy, that he controlling the boy, so stuff like that. That's my point.
Oga, Coach Richard. Oga, please can I come in?
Did you read the part where he says that he will get her a car when she have children?
Yeah.
Did you hear that part?
I mean, you marry someone. You marry
I read
someone.
that part.
No, the husband told her that he will get her a car when she have children. Can you imagine?
I read that part. And do you also know whether the woman is pregnant? If she give birth instantly, she will have children. Did you give her a car?
She's not pregnant. She's not pregnant. Stop supporting this man and say the truth.
We don't know the full story. You just gave us what we are reading here now. Do you know that she's pregnant when she left the house?
We did not read that she's pregnant. She's not pregnant. They don't have children yet. Let's leave it that way. Don't add pregnancy to it. She's not pregnant.
It's not the whole story they gave us. I'm so pointing out to you. You point your own to me. I point my own to you.
No, the one you're reading now, they did not say she's pregnant. She said they don't have children yet. It means she's not pregnant.
So okay, now if she has children now, they'll give her a car. Now I'm telling you, you know if she's pregnant at that particular time.
Oga, look, when you're pregnant, you already have a child. You don't have a child. She's not pregnant. Let's take it that way. She's not pregnant. So a man will give you a car and give the car to the father and give you a condition that when you have children, they'll buy a new car. Are you serious, Oga? Look, are you listening to what you're saying?
Miscarriage. When you are pregnant, you don't have a child. And when you born, now you get. When you get better, you not get picking. And when you born, come life now you get. It's a simple fact. Not lie to yourself.
All right. Guys, I mean, this is a complicated issue, and there's something that I added on the screen because as we were talking, it reminded me of this movie. If you have not seen this movie, go watch it. It's a good movie. Where Love Lies. Oh, Where Love Lives, sorry. It's a good movie, and it reminds me, it almost what happened in this, like what we are talking about today, right? So what happened here is that this guy, he is rich and he spoiled these girls. He gives her like you see those bags she's holding, design bags. Like you see that plane, like traveling, like everything she can imagine of. And one day his family come to his office and go like, that young girl that you married, do you think she loves you? She's there for the money. Even one child she hasn't given to you yet. But you've been buying her design backpacks, luxury vacations, and luxury cars. What are you doing? And he's like, my wife loves me. She loves me. And they said to him that, well, you don't have anything to lose. Just pretend that you are broke and you'll see if she will stay. And he actually goes on to execute that. He took that advice, and one morning just come and tell her that he had lost everything. And of course, it's there's a lot of emotions there. There is yeah. So just to say that these things also happen because we are Africans, right? Like your brother gets married to this young, girl and bubbling girl, and he has a lot of money. First of all, in the back of your mind, you're gonna be thinking, is she there for the money? Does she really love my brother? Does she really love my son? Is she just there because of the soft life that she's enjoying? And then you start telling to yourself that maybe once they had babies, then I'll be assured that it's real. I mean, this is like I'm not saying that I'm 100% with this, but I can kind of like relate to where the parents are coming from. You know, now she's been there. It's been like a year, no kids, and you start wondering, she's spoiled. She's getting all those things. Is this for real? Is this gonna last? What if this man didn't have that money? Would she still be there? There's nothing that is holding them because, according to African culture, we need to have babies to cement that relationship. Not so much with Western culture. They don't really care for that. Not as much as we do. So I can understand that. But now this woman is in trouble because what if this man cannot procreate? What if she herself cannot bear children? That means this marriage is doomed to fail because now your husband is telling you, come back, let's have those babies so that people will stop talking. Actually, this is what is happening. Like people are talking, my family, they are talking, my parents, they're talking. Let's focus on having those babies, and then I will give you the whole world. What if you, the man, cannot have babies? That's a very tricky situation, because now the marriage is being conditioned. You will have more. You will have my affection. You will receive my provision, my care, if once we have those babies. And I don't know how you navigate this. I pray that they do have those babies though, because if they don't, you can already see this marriage coming to an end. Okay, guys, we're gonna have to wrap up in a moment. So I just wanted to share this movie with you. Like, if you go watch it, you will see that is pretty much what we are talking about today. I didn't think of this movie till now. I'm gonna remove that on the screen. So, guys, please let's give them some practical advices. Miss Elise, you said that she should divorce, she shouldn't come back. So, that's your final word to her. Or do you think that maybe this marriage could be like it could be they could work something out?
Coach Michelle, when you put 42 minus 24, this is his daughter he's getting married to, almost. If a man can go and collect his daughter and still behaving like a child, my dear, this girl should run with her life. She should
Okay.
never stop. This family, this man. See, marriage, children are a plus to marriage. But children are not the reason why people should marry. People marry for companionship, but they should not just marry for children. I'm sorry. Because you can get married and God decide not to give you children. What will you do? If this man himself cannot make children, what will happen? If his parents realize that their son is infertile, what would they say? Huh? And he's the only son. He doesn't have a brother to say, go and lay with our brother at night. Just the same semen as people African people used to do. You use women like animals. you know. Today, this one will say, oh, it's still the same family. You can sleep with the brother and get her pregnant. Or the day your wife is in her period, you bring your brother and put something in her drink. They sleep with her unknowingly, using women anyhow. We know all those stories, all those secrets. We are aware, fully aware of those rubbish they do to women. If the man he cannot make children, what will happen? So she has to trek. Just listen to the wickedness. This is wickedness in high places. So this woman has to trek. has to suffer until she get pregnant. What if for the next 2 years she's not pregnant? She has to trek to work. She has to trek to the store. She has to trek everywhere. Wicked and useless. On I don't know. I don't even know who brings this kind of idea up. I don't know why. See, if you don't love a woman, don't marry her. A man supposed to pamper his wife. If you don't have, they say, okay, managing in love, no problem. She has to be patient. God will bless one day. God has not promised you that He will bless, but you have hope. No problem. But in this case, God has blessed. Which kind of evil, useless husband is this? So you condition her well-being. It's not like you cannot buy it though. And when we have it eventually, who even tell people that your children's wealth is your wealth? Eh? Who told you that your brother's money is your money? Your brother make his money, go and make your money. He choose a woman, it's not your business, my brother. Go and look for your own money. What is wrong with people? I want to know if she's there for money or not. You don't make your own money finish. Poverty mentality. So a woman she has to come to her husband's house and suffer in the name of until she bear children. Are you people serious? Are we in a nightmare or something?
Thank you,
This
Miss
man
Elise.
Coach Michelle, this man does not love this woman. And this is a very evil family. Normally, a mother-in-law, when the son has a wife, she will say, I have a new daughter. And she will tell the son, pamper this your wife, oh. They give her all the good things in life, oh. Good mother-in-law. But this one is telling he giving condition until she bear children and she wants to stay where? My sister, run, no, run.
All right, Miss
Run, don't
Elise.
stop.
Okay, we got your advice. CB, I don't know if there are any comments that we should take before you tell us in like 1 minute what you will recommend that she does. And then look, we'll do the same. Can we take any comments before we do
Yes,
that?
ma'am. Yes. There are some comments here that I already start. So I'm going to start with Mercy Kendra. Let me put it on the screen. So Mercy is saying, this is not all about Mama Boy. I think he was taking the advice of his parents, thinking it is a good advice. This is when the wife step in and talk sense into his head instead of walking away. That's Mercy. I think Mercy has pretty much advised the couple at this point.
Yeah.
Ma, do you agree? Okay.
Yes. Yes.
And then the next comment is from Favor Robo. Favor is saying, it's not all advices one should take from in-laws. Set your goal. Okay. The next comment is from Comfort. Comfort Adagri is saying, weakly men can't set boundaries. And she's right. Weak men, they can't set boundaries. You always wanted to tell them what to do. Now this one is coming from Juliet. Juliet is saying the woman should talk things with the husband. His response should determine her next step. Coach Michelle, do you agree?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, communication. Yeah.
Communication. Okay. So I'm going to take this one from Mercy Kendra still. Mercy is saying the husband is giving her a condition. This is totally wrong. And I agree. Why are you giving your wife a condition before you pamper her or give her gifts? And then Favor, on the other hand, is agreeing with Mercy Kendra. She said it's only a foolish man that gives gifts with conditions. That's just, why are you even doing that? Okay, these are all the comments I can take for now. Let me see if there are any other comments in the comment section that I can actually take. None. So let me quickly give my take. First of all, the Bible says, and two shall become one. If we are one, what hurts me should hurt you. If your dad or your mom is saying you should give them my car, the car you specifically bought for me. Now let's get this. This is not about the car. This is about the disrespect from his parents. Because we in Africans, we don't believe that elders can disrespect younger ones. My dad made me understand that elders can disrespect younger ones. And even the Bible says parents do not provoke your children. Let's not forget that part. So the parents are totally wrong telling their son to give them the car because they don't have a car. That's his wife. before he made that decision to get her a gift, it means he adores her, because I want to believe that he loves her. It's a man that loves a woman that gives her gifts, right? Okay,
Yep.
cool. And then this is not about her going back to the house. What is the guarantee that this nonsense is not going to happen again? And then I want to say with my full chest that the parents do not like her. Her in-laws don't like her. Both mother-in-law and father-in-law, they don't like her. You cannot watch your son do that, or you cannot give that kind of advice if you love your daughter-in-law. That's just the truth. They don't like her. So I'm sorry, but I'm with Miss Elise on this one. What happens when she start having kids? What happens when tomorrow he decides to buy her maybe washing machine to make her life easy, and they're like, my son, we don't have washing machine, we'll bring that washing machine to our house. They will keep doing that. So me, I'm with Miss Elise, let her leave that marriage while she doesn't have a child yet. Yes, I'm sorry, but that's how I feel, because they are not going to stop. He might, okay, let's assume he gets another car, and the car is more expensive than the one her in-laws took. What are the chances that you say, hey, my son, this one is more expensive? How? You know what? Come and carry this one, give it to your wife, and give us that new one you just bought. They will continue to interfere. And me, I don't think that is good for her mental health. If when she start having kids and maybe she start having postpartum depression and all of that, that can make a lot of things worse. You see, when I say bad in-laws and literally bad family members create psychopaths, this is what I'm talking about. Tomorrow now, if that woman, if she, what's the word I'm looking for, if she snaps and STAB her husband, people say, what is it? You see, these are the kind of things. It's not everybody that is strong mentally. Yes, she can snap. There are some people that they don't have their tolerance level is low. It is that low. This is not me making excuses for women who will or are doing this thing. What I'm saying is, do not push people to the point where they snap, because at that point they'll be like, I have nothing to lose, and it is more dangerous to be close or even be related to someone who has nothing to lose. They are dangerous. I'm a woman and I'm scared of women, and men are not. You guys should rethink this thing, please.
Thank you
If
so much,
I have a
Queen.
whole, yes, thank you, ma.
Yeah, we're gonna Luke, do you have one or two things that to say as final advice?
Your parents now, tomorrow it go
Okay.
divorce you.
What I would say here is that the girl should go back to their husband's house.
Okay.
As I would say. You see, somebody said something in the comment section. He said, was it Sanusi that said that? I've forgotten what she said. It was Tad. I've forgotten what she said. You see, there's got to be communication first. She has to ask the man. She has to talk to the man. And what the man said will determine if she will leave the marriage. I know what the man did is wrong, but to me, what the man did is wrong, but I advise you to go back to the man, then talk things with him. What you hear from him, his response determine if you will stay or if you will leave. That's my point. That's my own advice to her.
All right, look, thank you so much. So, guys, after everything is said and done, this is my advice to you, young lady, is that um they're giving you a conditioning right now. They're conditioning your marriage. They're your in-laws. I don't believe that your in-laws don't necessarily love you, but I believe they don't trust you. They don't know if you're there for the money or if you're there to really stay. If it's, this man is more older than you. He doesn't have no kids. And I'm like, any man that in like his 40s don't have no kids. I'm not saying that you have to have kids before you get to your 40s, but I would say that first of all, be sure that this guy can actually have kids. Because if you're gonna get back in that marriage with the condition that once you have babies, he will give you everything that you need, like the world, right? I would be like, yeah, I mean, it's a good man, right? And no one should expect to marry a perfect man. That there's no such a thing. Maybe his weakness is that he listened to his parents. Now, is that something that you can deal with? Is that something that you can live with? I think you can work things out. I think this could be you could work through around this weakness of his. So the first thing that I would do, you have already proven your statement. You have already made a statement by leaving the house. He knows you're angry, and I'm pretty sure that if he loves you tomorrow, he wouldn't repeat the same action because he will remember how you reacted last time. So the first thing that I would do is to ensure that we can actually have them babies, because some people don't have the time to look into those things before they get together. Go to the hospital, take him to the hospital, and be sure that you both can have babies, because you will never know peace in that marriage unless you guys have babies. I want to believe that you guys have agreed in having a family together. This is not a surprise to you. Maybe the timing wasn't right, but you want to be sure that eventually, when you get to the place where you're ready to do it, that you can actually do it. That would be the first thing that I recommend to you. And the second thing, just like Luke said, communicate. Go and talk to him. Tell him, let him know how that made you feel. And also set a tone, set some boundaries, and tell him that I know you love your parents, I know you respect them, but please, I will not take that again. I cannot have you behaving like that, like in such a manner, like proving yourself to be so weak in your own house. I don't want that. I want to be sure that I'm marrying someone who is mature, someone who can take their own decision, someone who can take their own decision without waver, you know. So that's it. Be sure you can have those babies, have a conversation with him, and I don't think you should divorce, because guess what? The pasture is not always greener in the on the other side. This man, his only problem is that he is weak. He listened to his parents. Now, would you rather deal with this? Because I believe that with proper counseling, with proper communication, you can overcome this. You can like maybe teach him how to stand on his own, you know. But would you rather go and start a new relationship, maybe with someone who is very strong minded, but who maybe doesn't respect you or maybe doesn't provide? Because I don't believe one man has it all. So that's all I had to say here. And I hope we did justice to this case. And thank you so much, guys, for being here today. Thank you for participating, my friends, in the comment section. Thank you so much. Thank you to Samuel. Luke's friend, for also being here today, and we hope to see you more. So, guys, can we pull the curtain? Can we stop here?
Yeah, Samuel, please, we need you in the comment section, okay? Subscribe to Love Across Borders and leave beautiful comments in the comment section, as well as your opinions too. We are so happy to have you. It's a pleasure. Get him to subscribe. That's the point, okay?
Samuel dear.
Samuel, would love to hear from you again. Yes. Join us again, same time next week, Sunday.
Okay. You understand?
I wanted to hear what is Samuel saying about this. What is his advice? If we can hear from him.
Okay.
Let me give him.
First and foremost, my advice is is both of them. Before all this issue they come up, is between them. Because as for me, if you marry as a man, maybe your parent did not like your wife, and the reason why is because maybe before you marry, you take responsibility from your people, your parents. Maybe they take all their responsibility before you married, and suddenly as you marry, all those things stop. You understand? Because as for my own point of view, I look am to I blame the man well for one side, because when you take care of your responsibility from your parents before the time when you never marry, and you marry, you stop everything. That thing will bring all this issue. You understand? So when you marry, as you marry, you need to let your wife know, say, okay, see, Now me be the breadwinner from my family. So I need to take responsibility because you know say some women they when you marry them, they will not allow you to help your siblings and your papa and your mama. You understand? So all those issues they bring all this. If not, as a man, when you marry, your wife love your parents and your parents love your wife. So there's no any way you can buy gift for your wife. Your parent will come and say, okay, why did you do all this thing? Because of say you did not do for us. Because if they are live in one family, all this issue will not come up. But if you marry your wife and your parents, there's there's space between there. When you do all those things, issue must come up. So to me, when you marry as a man, you need to or you need to allow your wife, you need to let her know say, yeah, if you want marry me, marry my parent first. Because when you see this when would they talk about Africa tradition and all those things, when you want marry person, want marry as a woman, it's not only your husband you come to marry because you people are not in a contract marriage. As you want marry as your husband, you need to know in parent, love them according to the way you love your husband. When we talk about love, the feeling when you have for your husband is different the way you love your when you love your in-laws. You understand? So when you marry, you need to take them as your own parent because there is a you get some women when we say when they marry, they cannot allow their in-law to come to their house or to access to wetin their husband get. You understand? All those issues will bring all this thing. If not, as a woman, when you love your parents, when you love your husband parents, there is no way when we say your husband go give gift, a family go get against am. But the way why you take them as from the first place, you take care of them, care for them. No say, this person, this my husband, he get parents for the first time. It will stop all these things.
So you advise.
You understand? So my advice is that as a woman, when you want come to marriage, you need to love your husband parents more than your wife, more than your husband.
Mhm. For this case now, this community advise woman maybe.
Okay, for this case, what I advise the woman to do now for to go meet a husband to for them to get understanding and anything where your husband tell am to do. If you really love the man and you want to come back and she want to come back, let her do wetin her husband tell him. Because as for me, if all those kind issue come up, me and my wife come get this misunderstanding. If I choose my parents, I must tell her to go do what will please me as a man.
Just scatter everything.
No be scatter. I will tell her to go do what please me because as a man, you need to take responsibility in your home. That's my advice for her.
Thank you so much, Samuel, for your advice. I mean, I understand that you said something that when you marry in an African culture, it's not just your husband or your wife that you get married to, but two families that come together, and we have to do well to love our in-laws, even more than we love our husband or wife. I see Sibe in the comments saying that I can never love my in-laws more than my husband. Well, that's the debate for another day. But once more, Samuel, we appreciate you for being here today. And everyone in the studio, Mr. Lee, CB, Luke, thank you, and our friends in the comment section. Continue to drop a comment, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do it. So, with all being said, we are gonna stop here. So, guys, you have a blessed weekend. rest of your weekend and a week ahead. May the Lord protect and keep you and bring you back safe next week when we meet in the mighty name of Jesus. Bye.
Across the borders, across the sea, different worlds, one destiny. From the heart, not fantasy. This is love and clarity. Across cultures, across the pain, we choose truth over temporary flame. If it's real, it'll remain. Love across borders, say the name. I've seen tears fall in foreign calls, late night prayers in airport halls. I've heard women question their worth, and men afraid to love out loud first. I don't sell dreams, I shine a light on healed love, grown love, conscious sight. If you're ready, come sit with me. This table's built for honesty. Is it intentional? Is it honest? Is it healthy? Then let's talk about it. Can it last? Can you handle truth? Can you love right? Then welcome to the room.